So another 2-hour Monday Night Raw is in the books. It's been a while since I've done one of these react to what people say about stuff videos, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So we're going to react to what people had to say about tonight's Monday Night Raw. Look at that. First up, Cap Daddy says, Priest is a sore loser. You lost, son. Is it just me or is Damian Priest severely cooled off ever since, like, he lost the title, he doesn't have Judgment Day anymore, and he's sort of in this aimless feud with Judgment Day right now. I know he told Gunther he's coming after his title. Too bad, Priest, because Dom won tonight via roll-up. This guy was super hot like a couple weeks ago, and I feel like he took a little bit of time off. He showed up in a cameo last week, told Gunther 2 weeks ago, something like that. And then, like, they really don't use him all that much. He's not, like, in a real feud or anything. He's cooled off, and now he's a sore loser because Dom rolled him up, and then Priest got pissed off for all the distractions from the Judgment Day, and he started. I'll be honest with you, nobody's really benefiting from the Judgment Day breakup storyline. I hate to say it. I think it's true. My friend Matt from Assemble did a whole video about why he thinks Judgment Day isn't working. I'll be honest, I haven't seen it yet, Matt, but I kind of feel like your general thesis is the same as mine. It just hasn't been working. So check that video out. Maybe I'll put it in the description. Punk's Riptide says, I genuinely crash out when every single show opens up with that fucking Saudi belt. I'm going to alter this tweet. With that fucking ugly Saudi belt. That thing is huge. It's ugly. It's 50,000 carats of diamonds. Listen, man, I cannot wait for 2 weeks from now, a week from now. This is my guess. This is my bet right now. All right. My bet is this title will be prominently featured at Crown Jewel. I think Gunther's going to win it. I think he's going to showcase it at the Raw afterwards, which according to somebody on my Blue Sky account is going to be still in Saudi Arabia, which makes sense. And then it's going to be gone forever. It's not even going to be on SmackDown. It's not going to be on the Raw after Crown Royal. It's not going to show up at all. Maybe on SmackDown. Well, on SmackDown, Nia Jax will have it. That's what's going to happen. It's going to show up on 2 episodes. They're probably contractually obligated for like an episode of Raw and an episode of SmackDown. Put that ugly ass title on it. And then it's going to disappear forever. Unless Nia wears it around the way that she still wears the crown sometimes. That's a possibility too. But if they're not contractually obligated, they're contractually obligated to show this stupid thing off on every episode of WWE leading up to Crown Jewel. That's blatantly clear. Ugly ass title. The Boulder here says Seth ripping off his jacket only to have an identical jacket on underneath is sending me. This is ridiculous. What the heck? He's got the blue jacket on and he's got an exact same blue shirt on underneath. That's hilarious. And then Sassington MC, Miss Sassbuck says, nah, Seth Rollins has to answer for this permanently because it's given this. Oh boy, that's a good one. That is the funniest shit ever. Clown says time for Damian to get beat down. Then Rhea's music hits for the 958,459 time. Boring. Yeah, like I said. And tonight with Rhea, they only had a video package. That's all they had. She didn't show up. I was shocked. I thought for sure she was going to show up at the end after Damian got rolled up. I thought she was going to show up and start laying fools out, but she got a really nicely put together video package. And that's it. They didn't even do the Rhea route tonight, which I figured they would. Instead, Damian, who looked kind of, I'll be honest, Damian looked a little bit checked out tonight. Because, like, what does he do from here? What does he do from here? Is he going to get into a straight-up feud with Dom? I don't know. Jerry LPB seems to really like War Raiders versus New Day versus LWO because he got Ric Flair here saying, this is wrestling. Seth Futura Free Sky says, I've seen enough. He should beat Gunther. I've been on the Dominic Mysterio bandwagon for him being world champion. I thought he should have been the very first world heavyweight champion. I thought that would have been awesome, but they gave it to Seth Rollins, which is still pretty good. But yeah, Dominic rolling up Damian Priest. Hell yeah, have him beat Gunther. Why not? Why not fuck around? McCoy Maddie says they hyped us all up all week for Damian Priest. Yep. And then he gets rolled up by Dominic Mysterio, which I kind of loved. Here it is. AI Wrestling Zeus. The honorary Zeus says, you guys got that ugly ass piece of shit belt? Okay, good. Man, you know, I'll be honest with you. Here's the thing about this. If I wasn't so cynical over the Saudi stuff, if this title was something else, if this was some sort of like, I don't know, the new Universal title, since they don't use the term Universal title anymore, if they got rid of the term Universal title and made it like a Survivor Series belt, where, like, you know, the top champions battle for it there, like Brand Warfare belt or something like that, a bragging rights belt. which is whipped out once a year for that exclusively, which is exactly what this is. But it's a crown, like it just says crown jewel on the title, on the front of it. I probably wouldn't mind it. Because it's not it's ugly. It's ugly. Evil Urkel says Karrion Kross be talking to motherfuckers like this. You got that? Does anybody know who this is? Because I do, because I'm old. This is George American, also known as George Liquor from the Ren and Stimpy show. And he was a highly controversial figure that I think ended up getting John Kay kicked off Ren and Stimpy back in the day. I know way too much about that shit. Ryder Maven says, fuck you, Damien, you fucking sore loser. Damn. Some of y'all really don't like Damian Priest. What the hell? Lulu says, we got 3 segments of the Usos. We are so up. Let's talk about the bloodline, man. Caitlin here says, for fuck's sake, Sammy. That was my reaction exactly, too. Why is he talking to Solo Sikoa? I mean, it's all a ruse. Look, the War Games match is going to end up being Sammy, Jimmy, Roman, and Jay. The only question is, how is Sammy going to get back into the OG bloodline? I'm hoping Roman Reigns himself asks Sammy and he does a crazy handshake thing that they do. That'd be fun. Oh, speaking of Sami Zayn, the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast says, never forget that Sami Zayn manipulated his way into the bloodline for personal protection, created divide and conflict, and left when it was convenient for him. You know what? No lies were told there. No lies are told there. But, yeah, he was kind of acting like a prick tonight. He got Farrakhan. I've got Farrakhan on a loop on my screen now. It's great. Man, Sammy was being a prick. Sammy's been kind of a prick lately. I'm talking about the character, not the performer. The performer's great. He's awesome. I love that guy. He's fantastic. But the character, Sami Zayn, I thought for sure he'd be the one telling Jay, hey, Jay, you've healed now. You've succeeded without them. You're ready to move on. And guess what? They are your family. You need to help them out. Instead, he's being a dick. I don't like it, Sami Zayn. Okay, this legitimately is hilarious because I want to listen to it again, so I'm going to put it in my earphone. But Dio Atlas here says, this trash can shot made me laugh more than it should have. Listen to the sound this thing makes. It's hilarious. Listen to this.
And still fighting back. Wake up.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think this is legit. Somebody might have put that silly sound effect in there. I don't know. I don't know. But the Bronson Reed segment was amazing. He got that big stomp on the car and Seth was happy with himself, and then Bronson Reed like revives himself like a fucking zombie. That was awesome. Mommy Films, Terror Twins, Zelina Vega, Defender, Mommy Films says all 4 of them just standing there watching Damien beat the hell out of Dom. Finn hiding in the back. The cracks are cracking. If the new Judgment Day breaks up, is anybody going to care? What's going to happen? Like people are already kind of indifferent to the Judgment Day. It's really taking a step back. Oh man, look at this one. It's from WrestleJuice.bluesky.social. It says Triple H when booking tonight's WWE RAW after having his tape this week's SmackDown last week. Hey, look, that looks like me right there. Oh yeah, because it is me. Look at that. So get this out. Check this out. They already taped SmackDown. They taped it on Friday. Tonight they did Raw, which sets up things which happens this Friday on SmackDown, which they already taped. So this week, they had to act like they didn't do the shit that they already did on Friday because it's going to air this Friday before Crown Jewel because they're all going to be traveling. If you guys haven't seen this Kevin Nash whiteboard shoot video, it's fucking amazing. It is hilarious. You got Nitro right here, 3 hours of that. And then next to it, you got, I don't know, I can't even make it out. But it was how they used to book stuff because they used to shoot like 2 Thunders in a row. But Nitro would always be live. And so they'd have to be booked. It sounded like a goddamn mess. No wonder WCW went down the tubes. Oh, and here's Maggie. Says that calm or I'm going to break your legs. Dude, I'm loving the Miz stuff right now. He's trapped between the Wyatts, and he's got the Final Testament also on either side of him. And I love it. I think it's really fun stuff. I think they're packing Raw these days. I think Raw is a lot of fun these days. They figured out the 2-hour formula just in time for them to go back to 3 hours in about a month or so. 2 months, I guess. What is it? All of November, all of December we got left. She says also, I need that Scarlet shirt. This shirt is outstanding. Oh my God. Here's the problem with it though. It's probably really heavy to wear. Those WWE shirts already are super heavy, but oh man, that's great. That's good stuff. Anyways, what a fun trip down Raw memory lane from an hour ago. Let me know what you guys thought about WWE Raw in the comments below. Hey, listen, you're going to want to hear my full podcast length comments about Raw from tonight. And that's going to be happening tomorrow over at my podcast, Going in Raw. Hang out with my best friend Larson, and we talk wrestling like 5 times a week. So go check that out. We're going to be live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. It's on Tuesday. So in case you're watching this Tuesday morning, don't get it twisted. It's today. 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So come around, say hey.